Hello students, welcome to Standard 9. I hope I'm doing good at home. My dear students, this long stretch of holidays must have given you a lot of opportunity to do so many things at home. You must have developed your hobbies. You must have read quite a many books and so many things. Some of you must have taken interest in cooking, and so many things you must have done. And now we are already in the month of June, so it's study time. This year, I'm going to teach you SST, that is History, Political Science, and Geography. Let us begin with the introduction of geography. So, my dear students, I'm going to show you the book. This is the book which we are going to study this year. Have a look of this. This is our geography textbook. If you see the cover page, we have 4 pictures over here. This is the exfoliation. The rock has been disintegrated. Exfoliation means peeling of rock like an onion. One by one layer is falling off. Then we move to the second picture over here. This picture is of the sea and a huge beach around it. So you can have a look of beach, the mountains at the backdrop. And you can also see the sea reeds. The third picture you can see here is a sea here in the background, and then the sea caves. The caves are being formed because of the waves of the water, and again here disintegration takes place, and then sea caves are being formed. These are all landforms, different landforms. And here again you can see the basalt rock. The whole of Sahyadri is made up of basalt rock, a very hard black stone which we use to build the roads, even the fencing wall and all. So this is basalt rock. This basalt rock is also getting disintegrated. Because of this basalt rock, we get the black soil. And then we see at the background over here the people tree, huge people tree. It is called biological withering because of the roots. The roots goes deep into the rock. They hold rock tight, and then slowly the rocks get separated from each other, and then rock falls apart. This is called the biological withering. So in this way, overall we can see here the withering, exfoliation, then sea cut caves, and then the rock, basalt rock is been disintegrated. The even the beach, the sand which is formed over here, this sand comes from the bottom of the sea and gets settled over here. So it is all type of different types of withering, and the biological withering we have seen here. At the back cover page, you can see a huge picture over here. This is called V-shaped valley. Can you see, my dear student? Then we go to next picture. Here the retailer is selling the mangoes or potatoes, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is a retailer. Then we can see the man-made cave over here. This is at Ajanta cave, Aurangabad, which is man-made, basalt rock behind, and then caves are being formed. Then we go to next picture over here, a wholesaler who is selling things at the bulk. And then the next picture is of Rajasthan. It's in the sand, and you could see this line. These lines looks like the sword. They are called sieves, and they are called sieve, sword shape. These are getting disintegrated. The sand is fallen off from the rock, and then sand is accumulated at one place. And in the desert region, very rarely you can see the tree. So tree blocks the wind, but in the hot desert there are no trees, and therefore sand gets washed out along with the wind. And where the wind is the speed is low, there the sand gets settled, deposited, and such sieve type of landform is being formed. So, my dear student, we have seen the cover page, front cover page, and back cover page. Throughout the year, we are going to learn all these through the text. Now, let us see the content page. In all, we have to study 12 lessons. So, we see first lesson, distributional map, which is of practical geography. Then we have from second to sixth, that is endogenic movement, exogenic movement, and precipitation, properties of sea. All these five lessons are of physical geography. Then the seventh lesson is of international date line. It's a general geography. When we go from one country to another country, how the time gets changed, we will learn from these. Eighth lesson onwards, we have introduction to economy, trade, urbanization, transport and communication, and tourism. These are human geography, which we can also call as economics, and which relate to the human society and trade, and how human society is growing with trade, communication, tourism, etc. So all these we are going to learn throughout the year. Dear students, this year we have to have 200 pages notebook, two numbers, that is one for classwork and one for homework. Homework is compulsory, and time and again you will be getting homework. You have to write this homework in your homework book, but the classwork book, you have to complete your all the exercises and drawings and maps, which will be told to you time to time. Then, my dear students, we have to also have project. One project in first term, second project in second term. Then first term you will be given MCQs, and second term also you will be given MCQs. All these MCQs, project, and homework book will be collected by the teacher. It will be the record of SSC. You might say that, sir, we are in 9th, but this record we have to preserve for SSC as SSC record, and therefore you will only have your homework book, that is your book, and all these SSC record we have to store it. So in this way, dear student, we are going to learn 9th geography, and we have to get ready for 10th standard. Consider this 9th standard as the base for standard 10th. All the best, my dear student. Have a good time.